Hey everybody, just going to give a few minutes for this live stream to start in case anybody's going to be jumping on board. There we go. Now we're starting to get some people jump on board. Welcome everybody. Thank you for taking a few minutes ending on here. Having a coffee break with me. All right, so I decided since I am unexpectedly home this week, I thought maybe it's been about a month since I've gone live with everybody. So I thought it'd be a good idea for me to spend some time with you guys. So I was supposed to be in San Diego working right now, but on Thursday that got canceled, which is why I'm here working from home this week. And you know what? That's okay because it's allowing me to pull ahead on some work and also catch up on some content here for the channel. The bad thing is that about a month and a half ago, I kind of put a little vote out there on the community feed about where you guys want me to go. And the Imperial Sand Dunes in California kind of hit the top of the list. So I was actually planning on the way home camping out at the sand dunes and photographing both a sunset and a sunrise episode from the sand dunes. But unfortunately, my plans got altered, so I wasn't able to make it this time. So we'll see if I can do it over the winter months. But also, speaking about voting, I've got right now in the community feed, I have a vote. Voting is open for a photography challenge. And last time I looked, you guys voted for me to do an episode on minimalism, but it's pretty close between three of the different options. So if you haven't done so already, check out the community feed and put your guys' vote in. Now here in AZ, we are getting closer to the nice time of the year. Usually about the second week of October, our heat breaks. Now this has been the hottest summer on record here in Arizona. And so it really makes getting out and doing photography difficult. It's so hot here, my camera will actually overheat and I can't put my drone up. So I'm really looking forward to when this heat finally breaks. But I do have an episode coming up for you guys. I was in San Diego a few weeks ago and managed to sneak out for one evening and photograph a neat sunset. So you guys will be able to take a look at that here in a few weeks when that one airs. I'm also hoping to get my tent out this week so I can make sure it's in good shape because again, with that Jeep, I want to head out of here and explore more of the state now that we're heading into the good area, good time of year. Now, fortunately, this very intense work schedule I'm under, I guess you can sort of say I just started the final 1/3 of that intense schedule. So I'm hoping that by the end of October, the worst will be over with. And because of that, probably in October, you guys are going to see that I am just going to start putting up some Thursday episodes again. I think I've got 2 scheduled for the month. And then I'm hoping November, hoping that I'll be able to start doing my 2 episodes a week schedule that I was able to do until I started this intense work period. So, again, guys, thank you for sticking with me during that time. Really appreciate it. I know that, when you look forward to watching somebody's episodes and they have to kind of put a pause on it, it's just the way how life rolls sometimes in this business. But I can tell you this much, my camera and my drone is inside right now charging up. I'm hoping to get out very early tomorrow morning and do a little sunrise photography with y'all. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, other things here for this week. Since I am home and I am starting to pull ahead, I am editing a couple more videos for this channel and also some content for the Patreon channel as well. So it's something for you guys to take a look at. I'm also going to be producing an episode on what it's like in the first month of being monetized on YouTube. I'm actually about 2 weeks away from that milestone. So I'm going to share with you guys some of the struggle that I've gone through to get the channel to this level. Remember, this is where I wanted to be before I hit that retirement button on the Navy. And so I finally got this milestone taken care of. And I knew what a good estimate of how much you make on YouTube is. So I'll be sharing that with you guys. along with how long it took for me to get to this particular point. And also, which something that's really keeping me going while I'm going through this intense work period and trying to figure out the exit strategy from the Navy, is that my plans for what I'm going to do as soon as I'm out are continuing to move forward now. So I've been working hard on planning the build out for the Jeep. I actually have two potential trips. I'm going to do both. I just don't know which one I'm going to get to do first. Number one, or one of them, is to take the Jeep up to the Arctic Ocean. And that's going to involve some very remote photography opportunities. I'm hoping to get caribou, moose, musk oxen, which is the last large animal you're going to find when you head up into the Arctic Circle. So hoping to do a lot of that, and of course take advantage of the incredible lighting that is in the Arctic Circle. So I've got two planned routes. I'm either going to do the Dempster Highway, which will actually allow me to drive straight to the Arctic Ocean and camp on it. Dempster is in Canada, or I'm going to head up the Hall Road. This is called the Dalton Highway in Alaska. Now, for that one, for security reasons, you're not allowed to actually go to the ocean, but you can take a tour bus from the lodge that's up there. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing. But both those locations are exceptionally remote. Now, my wife has expressed some interest on at least going on part of the trip. I've got a buddy who's expressed some interest on being there for another part of the trip. So we'll see. I may have some companions with me, but the goal of the thing is not to have intense driving the entire time, but to make sure I make it to some epic photographic locations for each evening or each morning, whichever the schedule allows for. Now, the other one is I'm looking at a 14-day hiking trip through the Swiss Alps. And for that one, my big challenge is not only making sure I'm in shape, which thank goodness with the weather cooling down, I am working on getting back in shape now for that trip, but also how much of a load am I willing to put on my backpack? So, I've taken a good look at my gear, what I actually need to have with me, what I can kind of opt to not have with me, so that I can have a more comfortable trip. That camera bag of mine, particularly that tripod, is heavy. And I mean, it is heavy. With that drone in there, it is heavy. So I'll have to pick and choose. Definitely want to have the drone for those epic landscapes that are in the Swiss Alps. My wife and I, we were there a couple of years ago and absolutely loved it. But whole idea behind this one is I won't be taking my luggage with me. There are services that will actually pick up your luggage at one hotel and drop it off for you at another. So you basically head up over the mountain passes and come down in the evenings to in the next village, spend the night, and then head back up again. In a couple of nights, I'll actually be staying in some of the Swiss chalets that are along the different hiking trails up there. So that's kind of what I've got rolling here, guys. Yes, I do have a video. It's kind of coming up. It's kind of a little different than what I normally put on this channel. And those of you on Patreon already saw a quick preview of it. It's actually involving a construction project for the Jeep. Not really a photography-related one, but because I'm going to be using this Jeep so much, I thought it'd be kind of cool to put out there. It was, I will tell you, I was in over 120-degree heat during this construction project on what I designed. So it's kind of neat what I put together, but it definitely lets me take the top of the Jeep off a little bit easier. So anyhow, guys, that's kind of what's going on here with the channel. I haven't seen anybody pop up any questions there in the chat window. I know a few people were watching that last episode I just put up about drone photography. One of our community members, requested it. And also, I think tomorrow I'll be filming another one that was requested by the community. So guys, don't be afraid to put in the comments if there's some type of content that you want me to try and cover. It does sometimes take me a while to get to it, but eventually I do. But for those of you who've been sticking around with me here these past couple of years, thank you very much. I appreciate your continued support of this channel. It's something I enjoy doing, something I'm looking forward to be able to do even more of in the future. But with that, guys, before I kind of close things out here, any questions for me while you've got me here online and I'm enjoying my coffee? Well, thank you. I'll do my best. And just so you guys know, that's my mom. Hi, Mom. So you find that you figured out how to get onto the live stream. All right. Anybody else? Alrighty. Well, hey guys, thanks for joining me in on this live chat. I'm going to get back into the air conditioning, get back to work. You'll have a great day, and I'll see you on next week's episode. Let's see.